When it comes to Santa, that's just an incredibly neat story. And Darley has a lot of little neat stories that most people don't know about. The one with Santa Claus is, prior to this time, Santa was, or St. Nicholas was illustrated as I like to say, a real skinny, dour, tall, Norwegian or Dutch or something like that. He wasn't the image, the iconic image that we see today of the short, fat, jolly elf with a big bag of toys and everything. He was more like a mythical figure as opposed to a friendly figure.
When it came from Europe, it was St. Nicholas, and he had close ties to some of the Europeans. He was a very good friend of Charles Dickens. In fact, Charles Dickens came here on a respite and spent 2 weeks here. They sat on the front porch and looked at the river at the time.
He was illustrating for by this time, a well-known children's poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," which had been around for about 20 years before Darley illustrated it. And other people had illustrated Santa in this book. But it wasn't until Darley illustrated and made it friendly, and then changes in technology and the printing press and then affordable books, that it just really took off. Most American households, whether they were in the city of Philadelphia or out on the frontier, it was part of a Christmas tradition for them, for the parents to read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" with their kids and show them the pictures. So that really brought Darley's notoriety up. You can't help but think that Thomas Nast saw Darley's illustration of the fat, jolly Santa and just build upon that. Thomas Nast was an amazing illustrator during his time, very prolific, where Darley was illustrating a lot more in books. Thomas Nast was illustrating more in the weeklies and the monthly magazines. No, he was a great illustrator. His Santa actually evolved too.
We feel that it was Felix Darley, because if you look at the sketching, you will see this house there. The illustration took place here in this house, and a picture of the house is on the illustration as it looked in that time. And it's not too far off the way it looks today. Some of the gingerbread is gone, but basically it's pretty much the same house.
It's definitely this house, down to the gingerbread molding and the chimneys. So that's pretty cool. Our short-term goal is to take the information that we've gathered about Felix Darley and this house and its importance to Claymont, and in cooperation with the Historical Society, to create an exhibit that when people do visit the house, they'll be able to learn more about Felix Darley and his contribution, not just to Claymont, but to this country.